Got to a station, here's my destination. She got off the bus, the conversation lingered in my head for hours.
Oh boy, we've got a good one for you right here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's White. Sends it home from three-point land.
White that time, feeling the separation, was able to shoot that shot with rhythm.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Durant. Boston pulls it in. And they're on the break. Here's Garza. The kick to Tatum. Here's Queta. And here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Garza. Rebound by Van Vliet. And Şengün, here we go. Basket counts.
Great take from Şengün. Excellent. Probing the defense and finding ways to finish.
Left side Tatum. Up and over Smith. Here's Garza. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's White going inside. The shot from 20 feet out, and the shot goes in. White's got 5 points.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot, and he's made great improvement in that area.
And that one's good. Thompson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Garza. Inside. Shakes him. And the layup is good.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
And it's Şengün penetrating. Back to Durant. To the paint. The three, Smith. Garza grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Durant. Houston working the ball around. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Boston leading by 3. Tatum. Goes back up. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And it's Houston's ball. Thompson with it. Now guarded by White. Down low. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Oh, it's stolen.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to White. There's the triple. On target from range.
3 points.
White's got 8.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And here's Tatum. Over Thompson. Tatum can't hit. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Okogie. Good work defensively by White.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. That's good from White. So both teams making some changes here. Celtics lead by 7. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Shireman. True on the 14-footer.
And that's all the space he needs from that range.
side, Durant. To the inside. Vucevic with a steal. Hauser outside. Pass to Vucevic. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Shireman, defended by Eason from 7 feet. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays.
15.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Here's Harper. No points yet. Here's Hauser. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Durant for 3. And Houston another 3.
Players of KD's size generally don't have that quick release too. Incredible combination for him.
Hauser, that's good.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
To the middle. Nice shot by Okogie.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Boston leading by 7. Here's Shireman. Pass to Harper. Down low. Stolen by Capella. In transition. Durant's shot is off. So it's Boston now. They've led by as many as 11. To the paint. Tipped. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Vucevic is known as being an excellent offensive rebounder, in part because he does such a good job at getting the ideal position for these putback throwdowns.
Nice shot by Durant.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Now here's Pritchard. Yet to see a basket. Nice ball movement by Boston. That one off the back iron and out. Rockets trail by 6. Right side Durant. Shoots over Harper. And another basket for Houston.
Boy, that mid-range J from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
Here's Shireman. Pass to Harper. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
2 minutes.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
1:49 left to play in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Tatum with it. Guarded by Smith. Good work there as it goes.
Assisted.
And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Durant surveying the D. Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
Brown attacking. And the jam by Brown.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pass to Durant. Outside Eason. Here's Okogie. Back to Eason. And here's Durant. Defended by Brown. And here's Eason. Houston needs to get off a shot. For three, Durant. Oh, Durant with a steal. Smith outside. We've got 22 seconds left in the second.
Wow, Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
And it's Tatum missing. Here's Okogie. Here's Durant. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. In for your Rockets. Alperen Sengun.
4 seconds left. The shot comes out.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Sengun with a steal. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can count on Van Vliet to make the right decision on just about every single pick and roll.
On the wing, Tatum. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. It's rebounded by Houston. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Van Vliet misses. Boston leading by 4. Pass to Brown. A kick out to White. Here's Keita, defended by Sengun. Here's White. Stolen by Van Vliet. Eason with the ball. Now guarded by White. The 3. Eason can't get it to go. Boston on offense. They've led by as many as 11. And there's the call on Amin Thompson.
First team foul.
That's his first foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. There's the 3.
Excellent defense by Sengun. He's strong, he's tall, he can move his feet, and he knows how to position himself.
Thompson attacking. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Eason. 4 on the clock. Now Finney-Smith from downtown. And it's Eason with a 3.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. Fires the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 12 points.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long. You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Outside White. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, White is a fighter now. He's close inside. He's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Vucevic.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Making it look easy inside. Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 2-point game. For the lead. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Poetry in motion, such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that three ball's going down.
A clear look for Vucevic. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson with a screen. To the inside. Smith outside. Takes a three. He drops it from range. Smith's got 5.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Inside. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason with the ball. Pritchard picks him up. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pritchard connects on the foul line jumper. And Houston has possession. Smith outside. Out to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's Houston. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Now Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Back to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Hauser. Up and over Smith. Hauser can't get it to go. Durant with it. Pritchard picks him up. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
Pass to Vucevic. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Smith outside. From deep. Up again. Here's Okogie. Houston working the ball around. Smith no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pritchard with it. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. Hauser outside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And Boston with some changes.
Substitution on the board.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Thompson. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
White looking it over. Outside Tatum. Releases. Oh, it's off. Houston leading by 3. Here's Thompson. Flushes it down with both hands.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
On the wing, Tatum. Takes a 3. Eason rips down the board.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
Smith up top. Oh, a perfect jumper.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Durant with the rebound. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Now Thompson, outside Durant. Puts up the trade. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Celtics trail by 10. Outside Tatum. Tries from 10. Can't get it. Houston with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Eason. And there's the drive. Now Thompson. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Rockets.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here's Tatum. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly